All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, I want to touch on this video right here you see on your screen. It was uploaded by Arrows of Indignation 144-2, and as you can see, it says, high alert for New Year's celebrations. Right, because Slakia, in Babylon, keep in mind, Esau let them in Babylon. Right, and I was going to touch on that too. You know, I always thought his thing was just a ... and it ended right there. But yeah, that's the spirit. All right, because Esau did let him in. And we're referring to the terrorist that they're saying is in America right now. All right, remember back in the Biden era, if I can say it like that, when he was president, they said that the border was wide open. The border is wide open. And you had countless news segments on it saying that we don't know who is in America. And right there, the prophet started blowing the trumpet like, man, this shit smells a little fishy, man. They're letting these people in to possibly do an attack and use that attack to do what? Further their agenda. Now, we have it in the last month. They stopped 3 terrorist attacks in 1 week. All right. Not just that, they just stopped another one about what, 2-3 days ago? Yeah. And now there's talks about threats coming this new year. And now you have it, this ex-CIA agent is blowing the whistle. She's saying, giving out some information that she's ran across, man. Giving her field. All right. So let's find this in the scriptures. Right here, 2 Ezra 15 and 33. We're not going to make this that long. I'm going to bring this out, play the video, and we're just going to end it right there. I just got off the plantation. I wasn't planning on doing this video, like, you know, but the spirit and the will of the Lord, you know, who can fight it? This is 2 Ezra 15 and 33, and we read, and from the land of the Assyrians, which this is talking about America, shall the enemy besiege them. This enemy it's talking about is one of these Ishmaelite terrorist groups like ISIS, or it can either be a sleeper cell, like from, you know, they say there's a lot of sleeper cells here in the United States already, you know, Iranian sleeper cells, so forth and so on. And we just talked about how they gained access to America when Biden was in office, right? As a matter of fact, this video that we're about to play, I've been talking about this video for a long time. The clip in the beginning, you'll see, where the guy's at the border and he's saying, you're going to know me very soon. He's not from a northern tribe. He is not so-called Hispanic. He's obviously so-called Middle Eastern, Iranian, if you was to ask me. All right. So they're going to gain access, which we're going to see them gaining access in a second, and consume some of them, right? A terrorist attack will commence, and it will kill people here in Babylon. All right? And there shall be Slakia, and in their host shall be fear and dread and strife among their kings, right? It's going to shake America. People are going to be shook in here, man. All right? And when we play this video, when you hear of the magnitude in which they wanted to attack, you'll understand why America will be shook. All right. And then you'll have the president and, you know, the White House scrambling for a retaliation. All right. So, hey, right here, as we see. Now let's get it. I'm gonna get ready, get this vehicle started, and I'm gonna play it over the speaker. So bear with me as I hop on this road. Shalakia, and the water for your patience. Here we are.
Very easy. But the entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
The entitlement, guys. Wow. going to take a small town, or, you know, what do you think that's all about?
Salakia.
So what we've
Ain't nothing but Satan.
If you are smart enough, you would know.
My phone dropped. But as you see, he right here, he says, if you're smart enough, you'll know who I am. Watch.
Who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're going to know who I am. Very easy. Very easy. But the entitlement. No, believe me, I'm much better than that. The entitlement, guys. They're going to take a small town, or, you know, what do you think?
That shit went straight over Esau's head, man. He was not talking about coming over here and getting free shit from America. He was not talking about that. He was talking about something totally else. If you ask me. And that's neither here nor there, but he told you with his own mouth, man. Nah, I'm not one of them people. I'm better than that. But you're going to know me soon. What the fuck? What does that sound like to you? Come on now.
It's all about.
So what we've seen, at least with the plotting, I'd say there's three pieces. One's a large aviation plot again, and that they're just going to do suicide bombers on planes and drop them down, and that's for mass casualty. The goal is to kill 4,000 people. Then they want something, like you said, about almost a hostage and hold ground. That seems to be some sort of assault or attack on Washington, D.C., because they want to cripple the federal government's response. And then the last piece, they are going to go into our communities, unfortunately, like it was for October 7th. ISIS is leading that piece, and they're highly trained is in 5 to 10 man kind of urban assault teams, and they're going to attack like churches, supermarkets, hospitals, and they're going to do multiple locations at a time, so that'll be very difficult for law enforcement. And they're also going to either target law enforcement or look like law enforcement to fool civilians, which they also did that during the October 7th attack. So if it doesn't get thwarted, or pieces of this doesn't get thwarted, this will obviously be probably the biggest attack ever on the U.S. since Pearl Harbor. So it's a very, very scary situation.
Here in the U.S., some love the holiday, others completely loathe it, but at least one element is always certain on New Year's Eve: safety concerns. Several major cities around the world not only ramping up their security protocols, but some are outright canceling events and celebrations. Take Tokyo, for example. We'll show you a live look right there, where the city's official street countdown has been called off. Now leaders citing concerns surrounding crowds and rowdy behavior. Now to Paris, the city calling off its famous New Year's Eve live outdoor concert on the Champs-Elysees. Local leaders say the cancellation is due to unpredictable crowds. Here in the U.S., the FBI just announcing earlier this week it busted a New Year's Eve bomb plot in Los Angeles, arresting 4 members of this far-left anti-government group.
Now, when you talk about these groups, so you know how we say Hamas did October 7th? Well, now I told you all these different groups in this council are supporting this attack. So you're not going to have a cell of 5 Hamas members. That 5-person cell, let's say, which is in they're really focused on veteran communities. Let's say they do Tampa, a big veteran community. So the 5-person cell will have maybe a Hamas member, an HTS member, an ISIS member, an Al-Qaeda member, and like a Taliban member. So that's what they want to do different here, because our government can't go after these cells when they're multiple groups. We're not even designed to confront terrorists that way.
That's crazy. I hope that it doesn't happen. I mean, people, you know, some of these veteran communities are stacked to the gill with guns, so hopefully they can.
Well, there you have it. A plot, you know, and when you look at well, I haven't looked at it, but a brother in GMS said officially on their website, the White House is talking about, 2026, and this would be the time where they're going to introduce AI, implantable chips, other devices, also 6G. You know, so hey, this New Year's, I mean, come on, things about to get crazy out here. Trump also deployed 25,000 troops here in the United States. Why? Come on, man. Anyway, hope it was edifying. Hope you can take something from this. I'm gonna get off this phone right now, man. Squally out here. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Shalom.